we're going to be winding springs now. That might be the start and finish of our problem. Oh, there you go, it's full of crap. Honda, it's a GX140, it's on a generator. Well, you can see what the problem is. The pull strings decided to stop going back in, so I'm going to pull this apart and see what's in here. So there's obviously some sort of spring. Oh, there we go. What's that then? There's obviously a spring in there, or something that's tight. Or looking at the state of this, I'm guessing, I'm hoping it just needs a clean up. So that's the lever that operates that. And from what I can, that was bad. Right, we're going to be winding springs now. That might be the start and finish of our problem. Oh, there you go, it's full of crap. I'm going to stay on that. Right, I really didn't want to take that apart. That's not the video I wanted to make, but there we go. There's loads of soot in there and it's obviously rubbing, so I need to get in there and clean it up. Right, it's caked. Yeah, I was hoping that spring wasn't going to come apart because I've got no idea where that clips on. I'll guess on that bit there. But this is caked in stuff. There's obviously something jamming up, so we'll clean it up. My hope is we'll just clean it up, and it's as simple as that. And then we've got to figure out how to wind this spring and how far it needs to go. But this may be an awful error of judgment. Right, let's see. I'll start cleaning this up and I'll bring you back. You can see that that's got a bit of a slope to it, and that's got more of a 90-degree. So I would say that this clips into there. So we know the spring goes that way. So that's something. And also, there's a little cut out here, which has got to be for that. So let's not panic. This is just a big bit of metal. I'm going to coil it. Get this stuff out of the way. I'm going to coil it round. And my plan is to simply keep going like this. Because I should imagine if you bought one of these springs, this is what it would look like when it arrived. So hold that tight, keep feeding that through there. That seems to be working. And the difficulty will be probably getting it around like that. So I think what we'll do is get it in, bring that round, and hopefully when this lets go, it stays in there. Move this around a bit. There we go. Right, I'm going to let this uncoil. There we have it. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Right, cleaned it all up now. We'll start putting it back together. I think what I'm going to do is put a little bit of silicone grease. I don't want to put anything too thick on here. A bit like brake pads, you cover it in copper slip like people do. It just attracts dust. So it's going to give it a tiny little, a bit much. Just where it's wearing, I just feel the need to lube it a bit. Silicone grease is quite thin, or this stuff is anyway. Right, now that obviously clips in there like that. It was a bit grindy, something on there. So you don't want to, don't be frightened of starting again. That's picked up some dust somewhere. Big all sorts of builder's grip. I've got this generator from a mate of mine who's a builder, so it's probably been subjected to all sorts of horrific building sites. Right, that's better. clip that in there, and that's where it lives. So that's the that's what anchors the inner bit, and then the outer bit goes in there. I'm guessing it was just all that crud that lifted that spring up, because when you've detensioned these, that shouldn't happen. So it's kind of exciting that it did. I wasn't expecting it, but however, this rope's obviously been lubricated at some point for this problem, probably. Right. So put this in, and I think it's a good idea to, that's our cutout for detensioning it, so I'm going to angle that down like that, and hopefully this should slot in, make sure that tension stays right. And I'm only going to turn it that way, because I think if I turn it that way, that spring could come unhooked. So when I'm trying to line this up, I'll put it down and then move it that way until it clicks in. Clicks in. Right, yeah. Right. Now we've got to clock this. I'm going to try and not move that back too far. I need to get this rope up through that slot. It's still pretty grim and dirty down here, so you can't see it too clearly, but trust me, there's a slot there. There we go. And then I'm going to take it 1, and this had 3 on it when I took it off, so let's put 2 on it and see whether it likes it or not. Right, that's better. So now we can assemble this. Pinning for that, I'll clean this arm up a bit. That throws out and engages into the crankshaft. We've got our nylon. Oh, put the sleeve on first. Put the sleeve on first, and then this nylon washer. Let's get rid of these gloves. This nylon washer goes over that, and then spring. This is the action that actually operates that and throws it out when it's being pulled. It's getting a little bit worse for wear, that one. I guarantee you that's not the sort of thing you can buy separately. Right, I've got to go and find a spanner. Too much resistance when this is bolted up for it, so let's set it back to 3, which is what it was when it came apart. So to tension this, just pull it around until the cutout. See the cutout there? I'm basically going to fish the rope through that and allow it to spin without pulling the rope through. And we'll hook. Hook's easier, but I have done this with a flat bladed screwdriver before. Right, now spin it anti-clockwise, try not to knock all that lot off. I just wanted to watch what was going on in there. You can leave, you don't have to take that washer off, but I think I've got problems with this plastic lever still, but that's something else. I'm going to put a little bit of silicone on here, just a little bit more than that. That'd be too stingy. Come on. There we go. Right, and then just give that a bit of a helping hand. Right, push that down. If you push it down rather than do it up with a spanner, you're less likely to trap any of them workings. It's a lot. There we go, look at that. Give that a nip. And now, that's the weight. There we go. So if the spring comes apart, don't panic. Have a tidy up. Gather yourself. It's not actually that bad. That can go back on now.